How you doing? Yeah, back again. Yeah, we got that commercial about Alzheimer's, and um, it is one of those things that just like cancer, that no humanity has ever came up with a 100% cure. Doesn't mean we can't. Matter of fact, we are just talking about that, and he wants me to remind you guys, we're the dreamers. We're capable of a lot that we don't even know yet, because we're able to think outside the box. And now that we understand that REM sleep is that connection that we have to have, that maintenance to stay connected to our soul, and studying how that actually happens at night, and what pathways are really being used in that, and how to stimulate those, that's where the pros need to get in. And you never know what we could dream up and cure. Same thing with the cancer thing. Doesn't mean we can't. It just means it hasn't ever been done yet. We can do almost anything. That's far better research than gravitational waves, or trying to detect neutrinos, or whatever in the hell else crazy research we're doing. I think that money should be sent and spent on real things, things that we really need, and quality of life for people that have Alzheimer's is kind of high up there on the agenda. You want them to remember. You want them to stay connected to their soul. And we can do anything if we put our minds to it, and our dollars. That's the key to it, is working to the right research, the things that we really need, things that really help mankind. That's what we have to go forward to. And we will. And, science in general, I mean, we've come a big leap between the year 1900 and today. And that was just 100 years of them guiding us, and the Father, meaning, and Jesus, and getting us with a specific path of knowledge so that we could get to this point where we understood simulation and REM sleep and the other science that we needed to accept this second coming. But what we get from here on out, it'll be more. And it'll be more powerful. Because now we can dream outside the box. This is a chance for you and the Father to see what you can come up with in solutions to help those real needs. Birth defects, all the things that curse this meat sack we run around in. Because it is a curse. That this meat sack is not perfect. It is one of the most awful things he has to deal with. It's awesome in so many ways, but so fragile, and what a nightmare in so many others. And so learning and understanding it, and finding the ways to help those that didn't get that awesome DNA package. They got a different one, different challenges. Seeing what you can do to help them. And as far as the Alzheimer's, it's not about DNA necessarily. It's about getting in that firing order up there on the top side and that brain going. Because without good REM sleep, there's your start. And so sleep habits, understanding sleep, and doing the right things, eating the right foods, There's a lot of research that needs to be done. We are just on the tip of the iceberg of understanding how important REM sleep is now, and finding out what does affect it and what doesn't, what helps and what doesn't. A lot of work to be done, but we're the dreamers. We could be the first humanity that corrects it, and the next one, they'll be able to give it to them in the first 100 years of knowledge, of science, so that when they get to their second coming, it won't even be an issue. So, but we have our work cut out for us, and it takes teamwork. That's the other part that has to happen. None of this is a one-man show or a one-woman show. Everything going forward from here on out is going to require teamwork. When it comes to building that space elevator, there ain't no one person going to have that idea. There's going to be a bunch of people that come up with the ideas to make it happen. First, you got to figure out your obstacles, and then come up with solutions. Along with everything else, the entangled particles of a matter, so that we can understand how to manufacture an entangled processor, so that we can have that communication. There's a lot of research, that good research, that needs to be done. But again, it won't be one person. There may be one person that comes up with a key to the friggin' answer to the problems, but it'll be because the Father gave them that key, and they deserved it through their hard work. See, a lot of you guys just don't know. Einstein and Tesla, back in the day, they earned those rewards of knowledge. Einstein rejected most colleges and formal teaching. He knew better. Tesla was a hard-working immigrant. Both deserved it. Both went wrong with it, but they deserved it to get it. And they're forever in history because of their path. See, that's what you kids don't realize, you youngsters. There's those of you out there right now that are just like Deb. That, you know, at that early age, he knew, dude, this kid is on it. This kid is, I'm keeping my eye on this one. We're going to work with this one. Respect it. And know that the Father is watching. And He rewards those that work hard and learn and do the time. That's what we're all doing anyway. It's time here in boot camp. And I really want everyone to know that, you know, the answers to our problems are going to come from us. But it's through Him. And we just got to do the work. And do it with honor. And kindness. And love. Because without all that, it's not going to really work. See, even if you take greed out of the picture, if you're showboating, you're the scientific superstar, people resent that. People don't really take to having the genius telling them what to do. But someone who's been blessed by God with the answer, yeah, that's a hero. So remember, it's a teamwork. It's always going to be teamwork from here on out. We're one world. We're one group of humanity. And we're all running around in very imperfect damn meat sacks that, boy, is he going to be glad to get the hell out of him. It's the best thing in the world is when you get rid of that damn meat sack you're running in. And we're done with the color issue. We're done with the defects and all the damn things that are wrong with it. Every one of us. We get to ditch that meat sack one day and get the hell out of this boot camp. But until then, it's a teamwork, working together, honor with your couple, your husband or your wife, honor to your children, honor to your village, and just trying to be a good person while you make it through boot camp. Like I said, one day, the whole world will be filled with people that want to be good guys and gals. Probably not going to be tomorrow. Yeah. Or next week. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure we're pushing way past Christmas on that one. But, you never know what could happen. I always like to think positive. And, yeah, it could be a really positive Christmas. Let's see what happens. But until then, you worry about you. And you focus on you. And remember, we're all working together. And no one is perfect. We all make mistakes. I'll be back. We'll talk.